Good evening and welcome to another Adventure Beer Advent Calendar beer review. So day 16 and we're off to a Welbeck Abbey Brewery based in Welbeck Abbey, Worksop. And it's their Cocoa Noel. Cocoa Noel is a true Christmas beer. One of the first, along with Santa Baby from this brewery, Christmassy beers that I actually drank. So really a great beer. So it's described as sumptuous chocolate stout with roasted cocoa nibs, 5.5%. Look at that. Lovely artwork on the bottle as well. Like I said, they do Santa Baby, and they also do, is it White Stag? I think they might even do another one, to be honest. So distinguished brews inspired by tales from the Welbeck estate. Welbeck is one of Nottinghamshire's great traditional landed estates, home to a village of artisan producers in a beautiful rural setting. One of these days, the shed is too cold. Good evening, Mark. Bottle condition, store cool and pour carefully. So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of the Advent calendar lives in the house. One, because it's warmer, mainly this time of the year. Shed's freezing. And also the darker beers. This weather's brilliant for the darker beers. So we'll pour this one open, see how it cooks. Saturday night, I presume a lot of people are out drinking. Fair play to them. Enjoying the pubs before Christmas. We've just been shopping today, and yeah, I don't enjoy the shops before Christmas. Not on a Saturday anyway. Friday or Saturday is evil. Better in the week when most people are still at work. Although they say people have gotten their money, but when you look around the shops today, they were absolutely rammed. So, typical raggy pour. We'll let it dissipate a little bit. Lovely black pour, light tan head on this. Nice bubbly head. You can't see it on the camera. No. So, lovely chocolatey nose. One of my favourite local breweries, a wide range of different styles of beers in both bottles and mini kegs. Two of their mini kegs made it to the Raggies Beer Festival. Wanted to support as many local breweries as possible and, have a great beer festival at my wedding. And it was a fantastic day. We had about 500 pints of beer. And invited about 100 people, and probably 15 people didn't show up as well. So, but yeah, I was drinking beer for weeks afterwards. It was great. Yeah, fantastic drinking beer. Can't fault it, especially when you've got to get through it. Chocolatey because of the room temperature. Like a coffee, like a roasted earthiness coming through on the beer. Oh, and because it's room temperature, it, like I say, it feels thicker than what it would be if it was Good Evening Benjamin. I'm on a special beer from Cern Abbas. Oh yeah, what's the beer? Yeah, because it's at room temperature. Oh, like I say, the good people over at Welbeck Abbey Brewery, headed by, I think it's Claire. I think she's the head brewer / manager. Deliver a wide range of beers. You see lots of theirs on cask, sometimes even on keg, to be honest. Mrs. Vale's 500. Some kind of dark beer, bottle condition, 5.6% room temperature. For me, absolutely critical that beers are at the right temperature. Lagers obviously can be freezing, they can be 4 degrees, but for me keg beers are too cold. Pale ales and that need to be a bit warmer to bring the flavors out. Cask temperature, actually, for the main thing, cask temperature is probably the very best temperature for all beer. And then for imperial stout, slightly warmer. Maybe for craft beer, slightly cooler than cask. But keg temperature, far too cold. My own personal opinion, at least. Oh, nice to sit down and chill. Just been on the settee watching some Christmassy film on Channel 5. The 12 Dates of Christmas. Quite a good film, actually. I do like a Christmas film this time, especially one you haven't seen before. And if it's decent, obviously. Not too slushy, lovey slushy, but, something to watch. Sit down and watch and maybe fall asleep. Got a dog next to me. Been teaching her today not to scrounge food. And, that's good. Yeah, we've been out and she's bit through my telephone charger cable upstairs. So luckily we've got multiple cables, but yes. I do think both my sons weren't watching her. She was upstairs in the bedroom, so yeah. And she got a bit bored, and then so she's maybe 2, but she's got the mind of a baby. So haven't bollocked her, but I'll make sure that I start clamping down on certain things. But I'll still being a nice person, loving her when she needs love, praising her when she does a wee in the garden, not in the house, and they're doing the business in the garden, and then like tonight with the food, we had a McDonald's because I don't know if anybody else goes to McDonald's here, but they never ever get the order right. I mean, gosh, they're working off a menu with about 20 things on the menu. How hard is it? And you ask for a plain burger. What is it? Comes full of salad, and it's like we asked for plain and sauce, so you can't even take the salad off. And so we went there today and got our refund from the other week. So technically got a free McDonald's, but it does beg the question. Read what's in front of you. It's not rocket science. If someone orders something. My poor wife has the job of phoning up and having a whinge. And sorry, we've just been to a restaurant and this is wrong, that's wrong. And it gets to the stage where you need to check it before you even walk out, because it's, you get home and I've got two sons that don't like anything on their burger. They just like a bit of chicken inside bread. Yeah. It just tickles me. But anyway, on with the beer. Like I say, cracking brewery. Their range of beers, not overly far away from you, Benjamin. Top of Nottinghamshire, in a place called Welbeck, or near Worksop, I think it is. I was invited to go up for a brewery tour, and something happened. I think I was mixed up on the days, to be fair, at the time. Thought it was the day after, and I'm sitting there looking, and I realised it was the wrong day. And my bad. Do see a lot of their cask beers out and about. Certainly across Nottinghamshire pubs. Good support from the Nottinghamshire breweries. Interested to see them. I did drink a beer from them the other week called Duchess. I think it was 8.4% as well, so good ABV. From what I see Welbeck Abbey tend to stick to more easy drinking, sessionable beers rather than anything that's too big, and obviously brings the pennies in, doesn't it? In pubs, pubs you go to these days, they all want pale ales, because pale ales are the ones that sell 4%, 5%. They're the ones that sell 6.5%, 7%. Less harder to shift. Does seem to be the thing. Yeah, Welbeck Abbey, it shouldn't be far away from where you are. It's probably as far away from me as it is from you, because from Nottingham, it's an hour drive to get there. From what I've seen, I was going to catch the bus, but it's like 2 hours on the bus, because if I go there for a brewery tour in the future, Worksop's around the corner, rightio. It's a bit of a trek. The only time I've ever been to Worksop, actually, I've got a mate who lives there, near there. They moved to Worksop. Ooh. There's another new brewery near Worksop, near Clumber Park. A mate of mine, I can't remember the name of the brewery, but they've got a tap room as well. I think it's just a little garage, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, a mate of mine called Simon, who works for Sainsbury's, used to work in Arnold with me. He works on the booze department, sorts all the layouts. And, well, he does booze, but he does the old shop probably. Sorts all the layouts in the shop because, you know, shops are, they're always changing, always putting new brands on, taking brands off. Clumbers. I tried to get in Clumber one day. Oh dear. Trying to find my wife. She'd been on a run. Trying to find her. It was horrendous trying to find her. Yeah, I didn't want to get charged for parking, and yeah, we had some fun that day. Ended up meeting up at picking her up and meet. Oh no, actually, her friend drove to the McDonald's, which is closer to Ollerton, and picked her up there from there. And yeah, it was a fun day. All good fun. And to be fair now, the funny thing is, from that day, that's when we met our friends, the Happy Drinkers. So that's when I met them for the first time. I'd never seen them before. So that particular time, they weren't the Happy Drinkers, but you get what I mean. So lovely chocolatey beer, this. Wife's out tonight, so I'm limited to my 2 review beers, and that's only because I've got to go and pick her up. Oh, I think I've got to go and pick her up, but I might be swerving it. I want the other Happy Drinker who's not going because it's only the ladies going tonight. He's bringing his wife down to us, so he may do both journeys. Which hey, winner kitchen dinner. But better stay to 2 anyway, just in case there's an issue. And so lovely chocolate flavours. This a true beer of Christmas for me. Like I say, absolutely amazing brewery. They bottle their own now. Bought their own little bottling plant, which saves on sending it away to be bottled, which means you can bottle to demand and not have thousands of bottles that you struggle to sell. And if you know Harry Bluenose Beer Reviews, I went to Ramsbury Brewery. They were very, very heavy on bottles. They may well sell them on the run up to Christmas. But when I went, he was saying to me, he says, we brewed some and we've got a lot of bottles to shift. And yeah, there was a lot of bottles. So I dare say they'll shift them, but it's always that thing with beers and breweries, isn't it? Because whenever you do something, you want to get the full price for what you're doing. You can understand, if you're a business person, you know, it's something you can understand. You want to make money from what you're doing. You don't want to be selling a beer for 50 pence a bottle and losing money on every single beer that you sell. But then also you don't want to pour it down the drain and lose everything, which would be sacrilege. Begs the question, how many breweries across the UK end up pouring cask because it never gets sold? There's got to be some somewhere. There's got to be some breweries somewhere that don't sell their beers, even to Wetherspoons, which take their beer quite cheap. It does beg that question. I don't know. So, haven't had this for a couple of years, actually. This and Santa Baby from the same brewery were 2 beers of Christmas that I always got hold of. Not always to review, just to drink. Oh. Mrs. Vale's 100, not 500. How about you? I do want to get some beers from Certain Abbas, if that's how you pronounce it anyway. Main pronunciations. This year, I want to, around the country, try and pick up mixed beers from different breweries. Try and get 5 or 6 from a certain brewery. If it ends up being a bottle shop, then fair play. I do want to get some from Samuel Smith's. Yeah, not Samuel Stiff's. Certain Abbas are good expensive. Found them on because of Seaside Mark on YouTube. Seaside Mark, that name rings a bell. I remember being in a conversation, I think, with Craig and Rob, Hopzine and Kent Beer Reviews, about someone called Seaside Mark. Bit of a character, apparently. Yeah. If memory serves me correctly, anyway, don't take a lot of interest of what's going off on the internet these days. Too much war focus on YouTube. Every time I come on just to look at my stuff, I'm bombarded with war, and I just can't do with it. I can't be done with it. So much negativity in the world. You can pull yourself under really quickly if you believe, and if you believe half the stuff that's out there, which is rubbish. But sometimes, like even the news that's supposedly the real news, it really drags you down. Legless Chester, their blonde, has been my fave beers from the mixed pack. Not have a fan of this one. Not a fan of this one, Matteo. Seaside Mock proper piss head. Layabout, but he's got a heart of gold. He gets lots of trolls. Yeah, I don't seem to get trolls these days. I think when the channel, in COVID times, when the channel was probably at its most watched, and certainly on lives where we were getting some daft amount on lives, like 65, 70 watching on a live, and now nowhere near. He rounds the trolls up big time. Fair play, fair play. Can't fault that. You've got to wind people back up. Didn't know where you live? No. Good evening, Liam. But yeah, those days I were getting trolled loads them days. And funnily enough, the time that I had the most viewed people on the channel was when I watched. He's from Nottingham, is he? Bloody hell, how old is he? And do I know him? Do I know him from a previous life? But moved to Dorset. Flipping heck, I was in Dorset, wasn't I? Hey, at Poole. Literally the other week in October. Yeah, crazy. 50s. Shit. God, if you went to Elliot Durham school. Because my school was Elliot Durham in St Anne's / Mapley. Yeah, lived in St Anne's, so live in the roughest area of Nottingham till I was 16. Then moved further out and got out of the way of the city centre. The city centre of Nottingham's not the greatest. The council have royally done their best to mess it up. And now they've gone bankrupt. It's not a surprise. The corruption is god awful. I've seen the corruption while I was there. Mates of mates getting managers' jobs, stealing, ordering like fence panels, gate panels, concrete, and all of it was going to private jobs. None of it's the actual job. I've lived in Sheffield, Rotherham, and Marbella. Rightio. Very different, Marbella. I've only ever lived here in Nottingham city centre, and now in like the outskirts on the edge of Nottingham. So literally 100 yards that way, we're in Woodford, which is classed as Gedling Borough Council. Technically, it's all part of Nottingham still, but it comes under Gedling Borough. So luckily we're on the edge, and luckily we don't live in a rough estate. There are some real rough estates. Houses being burgled, can't walk on the streets for gangs of youths. We don't get any of that here, thankfully. We did at one stage, and yeah, some gardener had running battles with them. Yeah. Rotherham was literally edge of Sheffield, in a very well-off part of Rotherham. I was living with my ex-wife's dad. He was a GP, didn't he? Oh, fair play. Rotherham, my brother, he lives in Retford, in a place called Clarborough. So not overly far again from that neck of the woods, because I've been to Rotherham for something, don't know what, and Gainsborough and that area. It's all nearby, isn't it? Like I say, one of these days I'll get my backside up to Welbeck Abbey, but I'll need to be going up for another reason, on a bit of a tour, or going to my brother's. Not that we've been up for a while, because you look at the cost of petrol and you think, I'm not driving all that way with my petrol. Let them come down to us. They've got 2 jobs. We've only got 1. So, yeah, it's you have to do what you do, don't you, in life? I'm lucky, really, because I'm not really that bothered about going out. I mean, we're going out tomorrow because it's our friend's birthday. But other than that, I'm not overly fussed. Don't like busy pubs. Don't like pubs where there's idiots. I don't like the lager pubs for starters. Not in the slightest. Do I want to go to a pub where we're all on lager, and then all of a sudden someone pushes somebody and they're all scrapping, and it's like, oh no, can't be done with it. And I haven't been bothered about that for years and years, because you go into Nottingham city centre and you're watching people. But you go to the craft beer pubs and the good cask pubs, you don't get none of that. Crazy, isn't it? Beer can be portrayed as a really bad thing, but it's only certain elements of the beer population that are actually the ones that are bad. So, here we go. Coco Noel. Got to be honest, absolutely spot on. It's a lovely beer. Never had it on cask. I've never seen it on cask. I have noticed this year, though, we didn't go out drinking for years to pubs, primarily cash reasons, a lot of it. And also friends, our friends kind of dumped us, went off with other friends who were doing drugs and stuff. So, yeah, not really interested in them sort of people anyway. And we never, and so only in the last 3 years of doing, since COVID, these last 3 years, since doing the beer reviews live, have I started going to more cask pubs, and it's lovely to see these beers on cask, because as you know, cask is king. If that tastes amazing out of a bottle, then how good is it on cask as well? I mean, stunning beer. So flavourful with chocolates and yes, jolly good beer. Jolly good. Nice for this to be in the Adventure Beer Advent calendar. I wish that Sheffield had a similar sort of thing. Yorkshire had their own Adventure Beer person. I know Yorkshire's a lot bigger than Nottinghamshire, so a lot more miles involved. But even the South Yorkshire version of Adventure Beer, where they go to all the breweries, collating all the beers, and doing deliveries and stuff. It's a way of doing business which is absolutely stunning. One day, Adventure Beer will get into draft beer as well, hopefully, and going down the draft beer route, because I feel that for him, especially from keg, would be very interesting. Yeah, it would open up a lot more avenues, but we'll see. So, all about the chocolate on this one. It's a lovely stout. Coco Noel, proper Christmassy themed beer. If you was buying someone a few beers for a Christmas present, don't have to be many, 2 or 3, and you've got a lovely Christmas present. Welbeck Abbey's own Christmas beers are top quality. You don't even have to go anywhere else. They're that good. We're lucky in Nottingham. I mean, apart from the city council ruining the city centre, the amount of craft beer pubs, tap rooms, cask pubs, and breweries, and good breweries as well. It looks like Navigation Brewery's gone now, from what I've heard. So sadly, that's one off the list. Totally Brewed went in March. Although I don't personally think that he was really bothered anymore. I think he was ready. It's funny how they get into this job and the brewery thing. I suppose it's like any job. You go into a job and you really love the job, and then you just get fed up with the job. I got fed up with gardening for 5 years left. After 5 years of being away, well, I lost it then. After 5 years of being away, I'd had enough of doing what I was doing, working in retail. Loved the booze, it was fantastic. As for little Hitlers and bad shoppers, who talk to you so rude, but they won't do it outside the shop, because they know it won't be so easy for them to get away with it. You can talk crap to somebody, but you do it when there's no union. So internet's played up twice now. Let me put my phone on standby. The only good thing is that I can put my mobile hotspot on. So if it dies again, I can jump onto the mobile hotspot. Better to have a small microphone in a nice location. Enjoy the beer without the graft. Yeah. Liam, so yeah, Bang the Elephant. They don't technically have a brewery shop at Langley Mill. However, mate, contact them on Facebook through Messenger, or even on Instagram if you use Instagram. Just say to them, look, whatever you're interested. Say you're interested in like the Christmas pack or their other beers. Send them a message, ask them about availability, and if they're in. Technically, there's somebody there most of the time now from Monday to Friday. You won't catch them on a Saturday anymore. Tell them Raggy sent you. Yeah, they know me. But yeah, cracking place. And you've also got, if they're open, Two Shires Cidery across the road. And to be honest, there's actually 47 Degrees Coffee around the corner, literally four units down. And across the little walkway that they've got, there's a cob shop that does some fantastic cobs. Smelt amazing this morning. It really did. Oh God, I could have just gone across and bought about 20. I didn't have any money on me, so I couldn't have done. But yeah. So definitely contact them on Messenger first. They've got merch as well. Contact them on Messenger. Have a look at the web. Best advice: have a look at the website, see what they've got on. Contact them on Messenger. Say what beers you got. Merch, glasses. They're glasses. They're nice glass. That's got the top bit and it's got the slim. I don't know what you call it. The slim bit. It's glass, and then the round base, of course. But yeah. Their new t-shirts are absolutely banging. I think they're banging. I think they're about 20 quid. And but 20 quid, a cracking t-shirt. I ought to pick myself one up for Christmas, but I went and got the beer instead. Priorities. I've got enough t-shirts, but I will get one at some stage in the future, definitely. And a couple of decent guys as well. And you never know. I mean, if you're into the breweries and brewing, and get chatting with them, bloody hell! If you catch them in the right mood, bloody hell, they'll rattle. Yeah, they do like a rattle. Michael and Nigel, both top class blokes, and you might even see Tom, Totally Brewed Tom. He may well even be there as well. But bearing in mind that next week, obviously, sooner the better next week, rather than later, because obviously Christmas is coming up. So most breweries are knocking off early for Christmas, as far as I know. So I think a lot of them have already knocked off, or certainly midweek next week, knocking off for till after New Year. So fair play, if you can do it, if you can afford to knock off, all the good. So you're based in Langley Mill. You've also got Red Dog Ales. Have you had any of the Red Dog Ales beers? So it used to be at Magpie Brewery. He now has got what do you call them? Not a warehouse, a unit. I couldn't think of the bloody word. In Ilkeston. So Ilkeston's literally not too far away. And he's doing 10-litre bagging boxes. And his beers, oh my gosh, I had him at both my weddings this year. I mean, my wedding and my daughter's. And bloody internet went off again. And they're both on the internet upstairs on the games. So it's killing the internet. I've got my hotspots on standby. What's hotspot not? Good spot. Yeah, from Eastwood. Yes. So if you're in Eastwood, Tap and Growler Micropub is also an option. On that little road next to Pick and Davy. Yeah, don't talk to me about Pick and Davy. I went in there thinking it was the Tap and Growler. But yeah, the Tap and Growler we'll have a lot of the cans in as well from Bang the Elephant, you know, the proper big on Bang the Elephant. But yeah, Red Dog Ales. If you look on Facebook now at Red Dog Ales, his beers are amazing, and you won't go wrong with one of his 10 litres. And if you live at Eastwood, and if you like the sound of it and you live at Eastwood, he may even drop it off to you, because he's always delivering anyway. So his name's Johnny, and tell him Raggy sent you. All good fun. But yeah, his beers are good. If you use Untapped, look at Red Dog Ales on Untapped, you'll see what I mean. He's got 3 beers going into 10 litres at the moment that he's doing. He only posted earlier today, so he should still have some left as well. If you fancy some, I can't remember what he's got on. I think I can't remember. I know he got a Christmassy beer, easy drinking Christmas beer, 10 litres, and not pricey either. 10 litre bag, depends how quick you drink it. You'll get a couple of weeks out of a 10 litre if you drink it slowly, because as you take it out the 10 litre, it like seals itself. It's not like you know, when you crack open a bottle of beer, every time you crack open a bottle, you're losing some of the fizz. It doesn't happen like that. I've got full fibre internet. It gets speeds of 500-600 megabyte, expensive but worth in a house for 3 kids. I think we've got 200 megabit or even more. I think we're on full fibre. I don't think we're not on the top setting though. Anyway, better knock off or I'll get a moaned at. When I come on at 8, there's nobody in the house but me and the kids and the dog. So it's all good. Although I still can't drink any more than I can drink. So from Welbeck Abbey Brewery, Cocoa Noel, sumptuous chocolate stout with roasted cocoa nibs. If you've never had it, it is an absolute bless of a beer. From the Adventure Beer Advent Calendar, Adventure Beer, like I say, sell beer from all the East Midlands breweries, well, most of them. Yeah, 15 quid. As long as you spend 15 quid, you get free delivery within a certain area. And beers like this, amazing. Full on chocolate, beautiful. Depends how far from the exchange. Maximum speed is 1,000 megabyte. Wow. Yeah, Google Welbeck Brewery. Got some good mini kegs as well, mate. Cheap as well, cheaper than a lot of the other places. And because you're local, you may even get it free delivery. But yeah, absolutely banging. Would I drink it again? Always the question. Yeah, no shadow of a doubt. Stunning beer, stunning brewery. Out of 5, good port, 4.55 out of 5. Well worth a try. And that's it for this review. I will be back at 8 o'clock later. And then I'm going to sit down on the settee, watch some Christmas films and chill. See you soon. And thank you for joining in.